Today I'm going to go over our Satin Skin Stick. If you haven't tried this, it's pretty amazing. It is a foundation and touch-up concealer all in one. It's currently available in 10 shades. The shade I'm going to be using today is called Cumin Seed. So to speed up the video, I went ahead and put my light primer all over except for my eye socket area, and now I'm going to use this stick and show you the coverage that it gives you as a foundation first. The best brush to use is our sheer primer foundation brush. I do not like using this product with the Flawless foundation brush. This one works much better. So I scroll it up, not too much, and grab some of the product off of the top of the stick. It's nice and creamy, so if you have combo to dry skin, you're gonna love this formula. So the tinted primer has given me a lot of coverage, so now I'm just using this to like step it up to the next level, baby. I'm swiping to sheer, and then around the corners of my nose, I'm twisting with the brush to fill in. I'm gonna get to the under eyes in a second, but I'm gonna swap out brushes, so we're gonna keep going with this, but I do wanna show you the difference between one side and the next. So this has just light primer. This has light primer and satin skin stick in shade Cumin Seed. This product is also really good for young teens and preteens learning foundation because it's nice and convenient to have everything in one. Now most people like the way tinted primer looks by itself, but if your teen or preteen has blemishes to cover, this is great because they can use it on spots on the face too. It is always recommended to use a primer before using this product. That way you don't see where you spot treated with the stick. One thing you never want to do is take the stick and draw it directly on your face like my mom did in the 80s. It is going to be way too cakey. Just grab what you need as you need it. This product is also really good for very sensitive skin since there are no active ingredients in this, meaning there's no sunscreen and it contains aloe, so it's very calming and soothing. After I apply that with the foundation brush, I move over to the concealer brush. Now I'm going to give my under eye a lift, grabbing from the top of the stick in the same way that I did with the foundation brush. When I get to the under eyes, I go up, up, up towards the end of my eyebrow to help correct the darkness in the corner of my eye. Then I use my finger to press it in. Now you're not going to get as good of coverage as you do with our regular creamy concealer. But if you're not that dark and you just want a little extra brightness or to tone down redness, you will like this formula. And look at that. I had a lot to drink last night. I'm actually shocked how good that covered from one side to the next. So again, tapping towards the inner corner of the eye, right up against the lash line by looking up, and then out towards the end of the eyebrow. Doing this technique definitely lifts the eye the most. Anytime that you put liquid makeup on, you have to set it. If you don't, it's going to crease. So we have two types of powder. I like to use my translucent one. As you can tell, I like this one with a big fat hole in it. We're going to use that with the concealer setting powder brush. If you don't, you're going to start wet creasing. So make sure you take this and tap, tap, tap. It is not going to make the concealer look dry. It's not going to add any extra coverage. It's just going to keep it from melting. You could use that same powder to set the satin skin stick on the face, but I like more coverage, so I'm going to use our True Silk with the setting powder brush. Massage it into the powder, and always make sure you start with a tap. If you go in with a buffing motion on the wet stick, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to wipe it off. So tapping motion first, and once you have set the wet, then you can buff between your little hairs on your face. And our powders are really great to help smooth texture. You can see from this side to this side, it looks like I have less makeup on once it is set, and if you rub your hands on your face, it won't transfer onto your hands. So there you have it, finally a how-to on Satin Skin Stick. If you need help finding a color, you can use the text feature on our website or email colormatch@gentrykelly.com.